Hello students, hello to everybody. The last class we are discussing about the concept of the animals and their young ones under Unit 3 of the 4th standard science, isn't it? So under that we learned that organisms, they are going to produce their young ones of their own kind by a process called as reproduction, isn't it? So under the reproduction we learned about how the organisms, they are going to reproduce either by laying the eggs or by producing directly young ones. They give birth to young ones, isn't it? So first we are discussing about the concept of egg laying animals. Under the egg laying animals we discussed about birds, how birds, they are going to lay the eggs, and also how the eggs are converted into a young ones, chick, that is called as chick, isn't it? The egg that reaches a stage of chick, and chick reaches a stage of adult, and from adult to egg, like the life cycle is go on from hen to egg, egg to chick, chick to adult. Similarly, we can study some more examples under the concept of egg-laying animals. Okay. So, as I told you that among the organisms, those organisms which are going to lay the eggs, they were called as oviparous animal. And similarly, the organisms which directly give birth to young ones, they were called as viviparous organisms. Isn't it? So, we learned about the birds. Then now we can study about frog. You all would have seen the frog, I think. The frog is an amphibian because it survives both on land and in water also. So they are called as amphibians. That means the frogs are called as amphibians. The frogs are called as amphibians. Here amphi means boat and beans means beard. Okay. So the frogs, they are going to survive both on land and in water. So they were called as amphibians. Okay. So the frog may usually lay the eggs in water, in stagnant water. In stagnant water, usually that in stagnant water. Okay. In stagnant water, usually that the amphibian lay the eggs on stagnant water. The organisms which are found in water, called as aquatic animals. They are called as aquatic animals. Aquatic organisms or aquatic animals. The animals which are found in water, they were called as aquatic animals. Okay. So the frog belongs to amphibian, but by laying the eggs, the frogs, they are going to lay the eggs in the water. So this frog or fish, like these animals, they lay plenty of eggs, numerous of eggs, but all the eggs will not be reaches a adult frog. Many of the eggs, they are going to damage because of the environmental condition, either for the floating water, or they eaten away by the enemies. Enemies, sometimes they dries up, they get damaged. So only few of the eggs, they are going to give rise to adult one. Okay. So take an example of the frog. The amphibian, under the amphibian, we can take an example of the frog. Okay. So here it is a frog. See, it is an adult frog. This adult frog is going to select a suitable place which the eggs can be protected by their enemies. The eggs can be protected by their enemies. Okay. So usually select a stagnant water surrounded by the shrubs, the plants of shrubs. ಪೊದೆ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಜಾಗವನ್ನ, ನೀರಿರಬೇಕು, ನಿಂತ ನೀರಿರಬೇಕು, ಸುತ್ತಲೂ ಪೊದೆ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಗಿಡ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಣ್ಣ ಸಣ್ಣ ಗಿಡಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಪೊದೆ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಯಾಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಎಗ್ಗು ಹಾಳಾಗಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತ, ಎಗ್ಗನ್ನ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಸ್ಕರ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಇದು ಒಂದು ಪೊದೆ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಜಾಗವನ್ನ ಆಯ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ. ನಿಂತ ನೀರಿರಬೇಕು. ಫ್ಲೋಟಿಂಗ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ, ಫ್ಲೋ ಆಗತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವಾಟರ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ನೀರು ಹರಿದೋಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ, ಎಗ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹರಿದೋಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದು ನಿಂತ ನೀರನ್ನ ಆಯ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಒಂದು ಸಾರಿ ಅಡಲ್ಟ್ ಫ್ರಾಗ್ ಎಗ್ಗನ್ನ ಇಟ್ರೆ ಥೌಸಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಗ್ಗನ್ನ ಇಡುತ್ತೆ, ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ eggs of the adult frog. Okay, so this egg is going to reach us a tadpole. It is called as a tadpole. This is called as a tadpole. Okay, this tadpole, it takes about 5 weeks. 5 weeks. Okay, in order to develop the egg into a tadpole, it takes about 5 weeks. Okay, then another is still further development. It is called as laid tadpole. It grows limbs gradually. The limbs are grown like this. The limbs are grown. Okay, to the tadpole. Okay, this is called as tadpole. Okay, then gradually the tadpole is converted into a still developed for with the development of the long tail, development of the long tail, and also there is the development of the lungs inside the body, and also webs in a leg, forelimbs and hind limbs, ಮುಂಗಾಲು ಹಿಂಗಾಲು ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಟೇಲ್ ಉದ್ದ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ದೇಹದ ಒಳಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಲಂಗ್ಸ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇದಾದ ನಂತರ it is converted into it is develops into a adult frog. It develops into a adult frog. In order to develop from egg to that is from tadpole to adult, it takes about 11 weeks. 11 weeks ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇದು tadpole ಇಂದ tail disappear ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. tail disappear ಆಗಿ forelimbs hind limbs it's more developed. To reach this adult frog, it takes about 11 weeks. Okay, that is female frog. Here the female frog lay the eggs in water, and that will be a wet place. The eggs are laid in large clusters. The many eggs are laid. That is called as the generally float on water. These eggs are floating in a water. Okay, floating in a water. This floating cluster of eggs is called as frog pond. Frog's pond ಅಂತಾನೆ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಇದನ್ನ ಏನಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ ನಾವು? Frog ponds ಅಂತಾನೆ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. Okay, so the eggs are surrounded by a jelly-like substance. All the eggs are there will be enclosed in a jelly liquid, jelly-like sticky liquid. Okay, then the eggs develop into a tiny young ones. It is called as tiny young one, called tadpole. This is called as tadpole. The tadpole hatches out of the egg. Egg ಇಂದ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಹೊರಗೆ ಬಂದು tadpole ಆಗ್ತವೆ. Okay, then a tadpole is very similar to a fish in nature. Similar to the fish in nature. Okay, then the tadpole hatches out of the egg. The tadpole is very similar to the fish in structure. It has a tail to swim and to breathe the lungs. In order to become an adult frog, the tadpole undergoes several changes through a process known as metamorphosis. The changes. Okay, so metamorphosis. What is metamorphosis? They may ask you in the test. Okay, the metamorphosis. It is a stages. It is a stages of development. It is a stages of development of egg to tadpole, and then to adult frog. Then to adult frog is called as metamorphosis. It is the stages of development of egg to tadpole and then to adult frog. is called as metamorphosis. Okay, so this complete life cycle of frog is called as metamorphosis. Students, I think you came to know that how the frog develops an eggs, and how the eggs will be developed into a tadpole, and how the tadpole is converted into a frog. Okay, so now we can study about the life cycle of some other organisms in the environment. Okay, some other organisms in the environment. Okay, after the life cycle of the bird, hen, we learned about the life cycle of the frog. Now we can study about life cycle of butterfly. Life cycle of butterfly. Okay, butterfly. Life cycle of butterfly. Okay, and also mosquito. We can also study about mosquito. As the students, you know that the butterfly, mosquito, they all belong to the group of insects. They all belongs to the group of insects. There are many varieties of insects are present in our surroundings. They may be a housefly, they may be a mosquito, they may be a cockroach, they may be a grasshopper, isn't it? Grasshopper, honeybee, butterfly, many variety, ants, many variety of insects are present in our surroundings. Okay, so let us study about a few examples of the insects which are present in our surrounding. How they going to develop the egg? How they going to hatch into a adult one? The first we can study of life cycle of butterfly. Okay, students, listen. It is a butterfly. Okay, it is a butterfly. Okay. So here you might have observed the butterfly, the life cycle of butterfly. Listen. It's a beautiful. Butterflies are very beautiful, isn't it? Colorful butterflies we can observe. We are amazing to see flying butterflies, isn't it? Sometimes we are going to play with the butterfly by catching the butterflies. We are enjoying, isn't it? So this butterfly, they undergoes many stages in their development. Okay, so usually the butterfly are many colors and also in size also, but structure is similar, but they vary in their colors and also in their size. Okay, so butterfly lay the eggs on under the surface of the leaf, on the under the surface of the leaf. Usually butterfly, they going to lay the eggs under the surface of the leaf, below the surface of the leaves. ಎಲೆಯ ಕೆಳಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಇವುಗಳು ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಮೊಟ್ಟೆಗಳನ್ನು ಇಡ್ತವೆ. ಎಗ್ ಅನ್ನ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತವೆ ಬಟರ್ಫ್ಲೈ ಯೂಶಲಿ ಎಲೆಯ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಸಿಗಬಾರದು, ಎನಿಮೀಸ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ ಸಿಗಬಾರದು ಅಂತ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತವೆ ಅವು ಎಲೆಯ ಕೆಳಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಡ್ತವೆ. Okay, the butterfly lay the eggs under the surface of the leaf or larva known as caterpillar. It is called as caterpillar. The egg is converted into a caterpillar. See, it is a caterpillar. Okay, this stage is called as caterpillar. ಹುಳ ರೂಪ ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಈ ಹುಳದ ರೂಪ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದನ್ನ caterpillar ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. The caterpillar is very similar to the worm. Okay, very worm ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹುಳದ ತರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. It's a worm. Okay, then the caterpillar is very durable and it feeds and grows on leaves. ಇದೇನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಎಲೆಯನ್ನೇ ತಿನ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬದುಕುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ವರ್ಮ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಎಲೆಯನ್ನೇ ತಿಂತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಕಲರ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಎಲೆ, ಅದನ್ನೇ ತಿಂತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಇಟ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಇಂಟು ಎ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಕವರಿಂಗ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಪ್ಯೂಪಾ. ಇದೇನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ತನ್ನನ್ನೇ ತಾನು ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಯೂಪಾವನ್ನ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳುತ್ತೆ. ಪ್ಯೂಪಾ, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಪ್ಯೂಪಾ. ಗೂಡು ತರ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳುತ್ತೆ. ಶೈನಿಂಗ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಗೂಡು ತರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಕ್ಯಾಟರ್ಪಿಲ್ಲರ್ ಹಂತದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಇದು ಬರೀ ತಿಂತಾನೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ತಿಂದು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಇದು ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ತಗೊಳುತ್ತೆ. ಒಂದು ವಾರ ಏನು ತಿನ್ನಲ್ಲ. ಎಲೆ ಒಳಗೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ತನ್ನ ಬಾಡಿಯನ್ನು ತಾನು ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾವುದು ಎನಿಮಿಗೆ ಕಾಣಿಸಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಎಲೆಯನ್ನೇ ತಿಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅದ್ರ ಸಲೈವನ್ನ ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಗೂಡನ್ನ ಕಟ್ಟುತ್ತೆ. ಅದನ್ನ ಪ್ಯೂಪಾ ಹಂತ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಆ ಪ್ಯೂಪಾ ಹಂತದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, it is going to develop all its organ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಾಲುಗಳು ಬೆಳೆಯುತ್ತೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದರದ್ದು ಟ್ರೇಕಿಯಾ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ವಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾವುದರಲ್ಲಿ? ಪ್ಯೂಪಾ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅವಾಗ ಬರೀ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಏನೂ ತಿನ್ನಲ್ಲ, ಇಟ್ ಟೇಕ್ಸ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ರೆಸ್ಟ್. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ some days it going to break the pupa and that the butterfly will be emerge from the pupa. Butterfly will be emerge from the pupa by shedding its skin. This silky case is called as cocoon. Okay, in case of honeybee, in case of silkworm also the same stages will take place. So the cocoon of that silkworm is called as cocoons. The pupa of that stage builds a protective covering. In case of silkworm, it is called as cocoons. Okay. Then after the pupa, this stage is called as the pupa. After the pupa, again it develops into a adult butterfly, comes out. Again this butterfly leaves an egg. Again this egg will reaches a stage of caterpillar, pupa, emerging pupa, adult. The same way is see here you might have observed they are going to they hang their cocoons to the twig of the plants. Listen, this is a life cycle of butterfly. Similarly, we can observe the mosquitoes. The mosquitoes also belong to the group of insects, isn't it? Next, we can study about life cycle of insects. That is mosquito. Life cycle of mosquito. This mosquito also belongs to the group of insects. But they are given example in your syllabus about the cockroach. Okay, cockroach. Sorry, I forgot that. I thought that the mosquito also given. So they not given the mosquito. They take an example of the cockroach. Where do you find cockroach, students? The cockroach can be found in our house itself, isn't it? Someone will be scared by the cockroach. If the cockroach comes, they'll run away for the far off places. They'll be scared of the cockroaches. But cockroaches are very common, isn't it? They are found in all type of environment. The cockroaches are found in all type of environment. Okay, so the cockroach is a very good example for the insect. Okay, the baby that is insect that comes out of the egg is known as nympho. That is called as nympho. Okay, so adult cockroach. This is called as an adult cockroach. Okay, adult cockroach. This adult cockroach lay eggs. Okay, you might have observed the cockroach. It is brown in color. Then the body is divided into head, thoracic and abdomen. They have a pair of legs. Two pair of legs. Then they have a trachea. Isn't it? And they have an anus. From the anus, they are going to lay the eggs. Isn't it? So the eggs you might have observed. It is a hard coat, brown color, hard eggs. They are going to lay it. They are going to stick to the walls. They are going to stick to the corners or walls. Isn't it? So this egg is very consisting of very hard shell. Then it reaches a stage called as nympho. Okay, so the egg reaches a stage called as nympho. This nympho, it breaks the wall of the egg, and there is small cockroaches, white small cockroaches. That is called as nympho. Okay, so this nympho gradually develop an exoskeleton. That is exoskeleton means hard coating. The exoskeleton means they have a hard coating, hard extra plate which is browny, shiny, called as exoskeleton. Brown, glassy like material which covers the outer part of the body. That is called as exoskeleton. So the nympho develops an exoskeleton with the different layers. Okay, then they reaches a adult that is cockroach, adult cockroach by developing all its. In every time they going to lose the plates, exoskeleton by one part. So there will be development of the new one. So that period is called as molting. That period is called as molting. They lose the plates, exoplates, and develops into a new one in that place. That process is called as, the losing is called as molting. The losing of the shedding of the exoskeleton plates is called as molting. In that place there will be a process of production of development of new ones also. The plates will be replaced. Okay. So after the limb, again the one more stages of the limb. Again there will be one more stages of the limb, and lastly they want to adult cockroach, develops into a adult cockroach. Okay, students, this is about the life cycle of cockroach. It is a very hardest extra body covering called as exoskeleton. Each time they are going to lose the old ones and they are going to be replaced by the new ones. That is called as molting. Okay. From this, students, we completed about the life cycle of eel, the life cycle of butterfly, the life cycle of frog, and also the life cycle of mosquito. The next class we can study about how that reptiles they are going to lay the eggs, and also some of the animals which directly give birth to young ones, that is viviparous animal. After studying about the reptiles, we can study about the viviparous animal also in the next class. Thank you, students.